Welcome back to another video here on the channel. It's your boy Zach Plays and I'm back with a guide type video today. Today we're going to be talking about the new best way to farm combat XP here on the server. Not only is it great for your combat XP, so you can try and level up your combat skill towards level 50, but it's also a tremendous money making method in the process. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time here, then consider hitting that subscribe button. Right now we are on the grind for 70,000 subscribers, and the support recently has been insane, and we're getting super close. So if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video while you're at. Also, go ahead and comment down below what you guys want to see videos on in the future. We've been daily uploading for every day of 2021 so far, and I'd love to hear what you guys want to see on the channel. Here we are in the Dwarven Mines, and there's a few things that you're going to want to know before you can actually start using this combat XP method. First things first, this isn't going to be for beginner players. You kind of need a decent setup, mainly because you're fighting, honestly, in my opinion, one of the hardest mobs to kill in the game. They do like some of the most damage that I've ever seen from just a regular mob, besides like bosses. And yeah, it's a little tough to fight. So in the Dwarven Mines here, for those of you who don't know, right now I'm in the, this is kind of the gateway on the near the cliffside veins, and also leads over to Devon's gateway over here, as you can see. Right in between this, down below, is something called the Mist. And the Mist is a little bit scary, mainly because you have these ghosts down here, as you can see, in the forms of creepers. In one of the mods I use, I can actually see the creepers, so that's a little helpful at least. But basically what you're going to want to do is kill these things. These things give way more combat XP than they should. So let's kill one, for example. I'm going to explain my setup for this in a second as well. So let's try and kill this one. There we go. I got 144 combat XP, which is quite insane. That's actually really good. But there's ways that we can increase that. So first things first, a God Potion. So a God Potion, consuming this potion gives the player 24 hours of all potion effects. And it's actually really good. One of the potion effects that we get is, where'd my night vision go? Oh, I hate it when it does this. Okay, night vision. Charm, take that out for a second. And chuck it back in. There we go. Or not, I guess. Okay, I fixed the night vision, but one of the potions that we actually get is combat XP boost. Increase the skill experience you gain. And so I believe it is combat XP boost 3, which off the top of my head, I can't even remember how much it actually gives you. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Where is it? Okay, I just changed servers and it fixed my night vision for some reason, but one of the potion effects that you get that is actually probably the most important from the booster cookie when actually, or from the God Potions when doing this, is combat XP boost. From my knowledge, you get combat XP boost 3, which gives a 20% boost to your combat experience. So you actually get 20% more combat XP, which is really good right off the bat. Another way to up this, the wolf pet. This is one of the most common pets on the server. If you have it at level 100, it boosts your combat EXP by 30%, as you can see the third perk at the bottom there. So make sure that you have a wolf pet equipped, or you can also just level up some of your other combat pets. There's so many combat pets in this game, and this is a really quick way to level them up really fast. But if you're going for combat XP, the wolf pet is the best way to go. Now that we've discussed ways to actually increase the combat XP you get, if we come down here, for example, and we kill one of the ghosts, let's kill this one right here. That's the wrong weapon. Let's try and get one of these. There we go. So we actually get 243 combat XP now per ghost, which, oh, okay, nice. So as I was saying, we got 243 combat XP for killing one ghost, and there's actually a few spots where you can kind of corral them into a certain area so that you can get the most ghosts possible. So I'm going to show you guys that way in just a second here. But when it comes to your armor set, the setup that I tend to use is the Soul Whip. The Soul Whip is actually one of those items that I completely forgot existed. It's a lot better than I remember it being. It costs about 17 million coins, or at least that's how much I had to pay for it. It's really good though. It shoots like this weird kind of particle spray, I guess you could say. As you can see, if I stop lagging, yeah, as you can see, it shoots like this pretty cool particle effect, and when it hits, I do a couple 100,000 damage per hit, which is definitely nice. And yeah, it's actually a really good method. In terms of other weapons, I use my One For All Emerald Blade. I'm also using a Tarantula Helmet as well as 3/4 Necron. I believe a Crown of Greed would be better. I just don't feel like wasting my entire coins balance while I'm grinding combat XP. So this is the setup that I have chosen to go with. In terms of my favorite spots to actually grind, so if you're here at the gateway, when you drop down, basically try and go as far to the left as possible. There should be a little passageway underneath here. And if you make your way through here, if there's someone else in the lobby already in this spot, for example, there is here, I'm gonna go find myself my own lobby. I don't want to disturb them, but basically they spawn, you run around in the circle and just keep corralling them to the center. using your soul whip, and you kind of just kill them in a giant chunk. So basically, I'm going to go to my own lobby now. Gonna let this guy grind it out. And what's going to happen is I'm going to do this. I'm going to set a timer for an hour long. I'm going to see how much combat XP I get, as well as Sorrow. This is also a really good money-making method, which is even better. So right now I have 3 Sorrow on me, for example. If we look at the auction house price, you get these quite commonly, actually. Like last time I did like 20 minutes and I got 3 Sorrow. So if we look at the price, we go to lowest price. Each one is 365k at the moment, which is just free money, honestly. You also get a good amount of Volta as well as Plasma. So I'm going to throw these in a different backpack, and I'll show you guys at the end just to let you guys know that I didn't stack them up. And in terms of my combat XP, before I start this, if we check, I'm at 2.2 million combat XP into combat 44. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to remember that, and we'll cut back in an hour and see how well we did. So I'll be here doing this for the next hour, and yeah, I'll cut back if anything crazy happens. Otherwise, I'll just cut back at the end, and we can take a look at the results from grinding this combat XP method for 1 hour long. About a minute after I started grinding this, actually, the Spooky Festival started. So I've kind of been going off of that timer. I sat aside for like 45 seconds to a minute just to try and line them up best I could. It's going to be a minute over, or maybe a minute less, but roughly an hour. And so we have 6.5 minutes left, and I don't know if it was a good thing that lined up with this. As you can see from the trick-or-treat boxes, there are quite a few spooky mobs on the ground, and I'm not gonna lie, they definitely get in the way a little bit, so maybe that might slow down what our results are gonna be. But I mean, either way, I think I'm actually gonna end up getting a skeleton horse, or getting above 2,400 points from this, because you actually get a ton of candy from these boxes as well as from these ghosts. And I just died. See, that's what happens when you risk it for those boxes in the middle. And I got a purple candy. No, I want it. With a minute and a half left to go, I actually just hit combat level 45, which is pretty exciting. I believe I started at 2.2 million combat XP into the level, and it was 2.75 million to level up. So I believe that is what, 525,000 combat XP in less than an hour, which is quite insane. We're gonna get a little bit over that, but yeah, there's a minute left, and I mean, that's pretty exciting. 5 more levels to go, and then I'm combat 50. So there we have it. The Spooky Festival ended, and thus conclude our 1 hour test. In terms of our total combat XP at the end, we got, I believe, close to 545,000 combat XP in an hour. And honestly, I feel like I can safely say that I could have gotten 600 or even 650,000 if I wasn't dealing with all the spooky mobs. I mean, I think you guys saw in a couple of those clips there, and that was me trying to kill them off too. Like, I would take time to like run to the other side, try and kill them down so that they weren't taking up so much space, and honestly just ended up being a waste of time. In terms of some of the main loot, I got a recombobulated Volta, which is pretty cool, 8 regular non-recombobulated. I got 7 Sorrow, 5 Plasma, and 4 pairs of Ghostly Boots. And I thought I'd include this, but in terms of the spooky drops, I was able to get 3 Pumpkin Guts, 13 Ectoplasm, 35 Blastolarans, a Bad Person Talisman, 6 Spooky Cupcakes, the pet items. I got 4 Rock Candy, Reforged Stones, 1 Candy Corn, and a ton of runes that I decided to throw in here. Also, I really want to go find out how I did in the Spooky event, because as you know, I was killing these ghosts for an hour straight, and that's how long the Spooky Festival lasts for. And oh my goodness, look how high all these guys placed. That's ridiculous. I mean, I came 262nd, but I mean, Man, Spooky Festival is definitely getting a lot more competitive, but hey, I'm really happy with all the leaderboards being finalized. So, I didn't get the top 50, so I don't get the golden treat, but I do believe that I actually get this top 1 or 2,400 points. As you can see, we got 2,866 points, which is pretty amazing. So in that time, I also made 1,000,000 coins. I got a Vampirism 6 book, a Witch Mask, a Spooky Disc, a Spooky Pie, and I don't know if I said Skeleton Horse or not, but I mean, this is pretty cool. I've never actually placed this spot in the Spooky Festival because I don't know, I haven't really been too interested in trying to place high. I got all the items I needed from the Fearmonger, and that was kind of enough for me. I don't really grind out the Spooky Festival too often, but I'm definitely down to grind out combat XP while this is going on. So that's kind of cool. I mean, yeah. That's pretty awesome. I wish I got a golden treat, though. I still haven't gotten one of those. One day, I will get a golden treat. I think this really goes to show, though, that killing ghosts can be a quite viable option in terms of trying to place high in the Spooky Festival. I mean, this was the setup I was using. If I was using anything more to, like, help me actually get candy, like, for example, if the whole time I was using my Bat Person armor set, for example, and let's say I had my, I believe it's the Bat Pet, increases drop chance of candies. Yeah, if I was using these two, like this pet and my Bat Person set, I think it would have been quite crazy. I think I could have gotten quite a bit more than what I actually got, of course, like 20, 30, maybe even 40% more than I actually got. So definitely viable in terms of trying to get up there by killing ghosts. You do get a lot of candy from it. And yeah, I'm quite happy with this, not gonna lie. Besides the actual XP from this, I know a lot of people care about money. This is by far much more profitable than doing revs. Revs is just a money sink entirely. And so the fact that I can actually get a good amount of combat XP while making money is quite insane to me. So in terms of the money I made from just the regular drops, Ghostly Boots, what you're gonna want to do with these, you're going to want to NPC sell them. They go for 77,777 coins. I talked about them in the video where I was talking about the most useless items in Skyblock. These clearly fall into that category, no stats at all. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that. That's like 350k though from those useless drops. So I will definitely take that. In terms of plasmas, they go for about 25k. So in total, we got 125,000 coins worth of plasma. If we take a look at Volta, I believe these are selling for a little below 20k per. So as you can see, we'll say 20,000. We got 9 of them, so I'll let you guys do the math. In terms of the recombobulated one, I guess I'll just hold on to that, throw that into my collection of recombobulated items. And then in terms of Soros, this is where the real money comes in. We got 7 of these things, and they're selling for 350,000 coins right now, which is quite insane. So from these 7 Soro that I got in an hour, we made a little below 2.5 mil just off of Soros. And then I'm not really going to count the Spooky Festival loot from that. But in terms of my Spooky Festival, I mean, I made an extra 1,000,000 from that. Witch Mask I could sell if I want to. Vampirism 6 book, and as well as 1,000,000 coins and a Skeleton Horse pet. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and claim these now. I mean, yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Let's go. Either way, I'm a big fan of this new combat XP method. Shout out to the guys in the guild who kind of showed me how to do this, and I'm definitely going to be using this a lot more. I want to get to combat 50 sooner rather than later, and I think this is going to be my secret in terms of how I get there. So I'm going to go back to grinding some combat XP. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to smash a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out.